पे एकदम से ध्यान आया, मैंने कह रहे तो
हमने यहाँ क्लिक किया हुआ है, आप ये स्क्रीन अगर देख सकते हो तो हमने यहाँ पे देखिए हमारे में इसमें दिखा रहा था अभी वैसा। तो एक मेथड कौन से हमने बताया था,
सर कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट करें क्या?
कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट वाला नहीं, एक सिंपल एंड रूल्स का था। मेंबरशिप फंक्शंस में एंड, you see here, this is the this is union of sets, product is minimum and this is maximum. Okay, so this is the two rules for or. Okay, one is the maximum of both the membership grades, and one is using the individual membership grades are summed and the product is subtracted. This is the probe or. Okay, एक्चुअली अब उसको प्रोडक्ट आप क्या बोलेंगे, ओके, तो 2.13 defines that term. Okay, here you see, here both this term is actually we calculate mu a plus mu b minus mu a mu b. Okay, also we use the maximum rule. Okay, so here also you have two aggregation methods, three aggregation methods. Maximum, that is maximum membership grades, the area with the maximum grade is selected, and here the sum of both the areas is taken. Here this alternative for max. Okay, so here what will happen in aggregation, mu a plus mu b minus mu a mu b. Okay, so now the differentiation methods here, centroid method, bisector method, maximum of mean of maximum, and largest of maximum, smallest of maximum. Total 5 methods are shown here out of a number of methods are discussed in the different books. Okay, so bisector method of differentiation is the point, we find the point in the Z where the area, overall area is divided into half. Okay, suppose we have taken the differentiation method, the sum, bisector. Then in bisector what will happen, you see here that whenever there is a change in area, the slider shift here and there, because the area in the left side of the red line is equal to the area in the right side. Okay, here you can see the length is less than this length. Okay, but the height of this portion is higher than this portion, so you can see that the area is dividing by half in the bisector. Suppose you are taking this this input value, input 1 value is 0.445 and input 2 value is 0.313. so here you take you see that the area in the left side is equal to the area in the right side. Yes, what you think, the area is equal or not? So maximum is in the maximum we take the value of the Z where the membership grade is highest. Okay, so last half maxima and first half maxima. Here you I can show you here. First half maxima is this portion, and last half maxima is this portion. Okay, but according to the value, the smallest half maxima is called this point, and the largest half maxima is called this point. Okay, so there are different uh, the differentiation rules. However, the bisector of area and another method I want to discuss here, when we select the aggregation rule as sum. Okay, then the centroid of this will be called the center of area method, center of sums method. Okay, when we select the aggregation rule as sum, then the centroid will be defined as the center of sums. तो जो पूरा एरिया बनता है हमारा, जब हम overall we take the maximum of this area, then we take the centroid, then that is the center of area method, centroid method. However, then we take the sum of all these areas, then we select the centroid, that is the center of sums method. Okay, तो total overall area का हम centroid calculate करेंगे when in the case of this aggregation is sum. Now I come to the fuzzy inference system. So fuzzy inference system is a concept based on fuzzy set theory, fuzzy if then rules, fuzzy reasoning, and it can be used in automatic control, data classification, decision analysis, expert system, time series prediction, robotics and pattern recognition. And it is also called the fuzzy rule based system, fuzzy expert system, fuzzy model, fuzzy associative memory, fuzzy logic controller, and fuzzy systems. So actually I have told you also the previously how the fuzzy inference system contains the different input and outputs. So here the three important components of the fuzzy inference system are rule base, database, and knowledge base. Okay, so I have already discussed how we make the rule base according to our knowledge base. Suppose for example, we have to control the robotic vehicle speed based on the obstacle distance. So whenever the we know generally by our human reasoning that whenever the distance is low, we have to brake the vehicle, to apply the brake. Okay, so this knowledge base works as the base for making the rule base. Okay, so in the rule base we will apply a rule that whenever distance is very low, the braking torque is very high. ऐसा इस टाइप से हम एक रूल बेस दे सकते हैं. डेटाबेस is that on which we make the membership function. Suppose we record the data during the operation of the vehicle, and we divide the database in certain ranges. Okay, so whenever lower range of obstacle distance is there, and we check the braking force data, then suppose it will follow that lower range of obstacle distance will provide the higher magnitude of braking force. Okay, so based on the database we make the member functions. Okay, clear है students? Suppose depending on the sensors, we are recording the data each time, and we have prepared a database for the obstacle distance and the braking force. Then each time there will be a variation in obstacle distance and a variation in steering angle or braking force. So this will work as the base for making the membership functions. What are the ranges of membership functions? What are the overlap range? What is the linear dependency of input and output? And based on that, we will make the membership functions. Okay. Suppose we have we are recording the input and output data sets. Suppose from the sensor we have recorded the distance d of the sensor from the vehicle, and the braking force is varying like this. So whenever the distance is very low, the braking force is high, and the input output relation is this. Okay, so to make the fuzzy set, fuzzy rules, fuzzy membership functions, we will separate these clusters into overlapping or non-overlapping clusters. Okay, so depending on this, we will make certain range of we will make the membership functions. Okay, suppose this is the fuzzy output space. Okay, this is fuzzy space. Then depending on this, we will take the center and we will take the range here, and we will define the range of input. We will define the range of inputs. Okay, and we will define then the range of outputs. Okay, so the designed fuzzy system will be up in one to one a single input single output system, where the distance will be the input and the braking force will be the output. So the fuzzy membership functions of D will work as the fuzzy input, and there will be an FIS, and then there will be the fuzzified output of the force. Okay, so what is the knowledge base? The database is which is used for making the membership functions. Okay, clear है Dinesh?
Yes, sir.
So using this database, recorded database input and output dependency, we can make the fuzzy membership. Based on this fuzzy membership, whenever we have the variation in the distance, the fuzzy inference system will provide us a output decision. Okay, so after defuzzification of this fuzzy output, we will get the crisp value of output. Okay, so completely this fuzzy logic controller can give the braking force. Okay, crisp value of braking force. So here three things have been already described: rule based, database, and a reasoning mechanism, that is knowledge base. Suppose as I had implemented the controller in my MTech, so I had to break the vehicle from certain speed. Suppose that speed is very high and the distance of obstacle is very high, then the braking force should be high. But when speed is low and the distance is the same, the obstacle distance is same, then braking force should be low, because we don't have the very high speed. If speed is very high, you need to very fast brake the vehicle very fast. So depending on this knowledge base, you design the membership functions and rule base. Okay, clear hai cheez? So any physical system can be controlled using fuzzy systems, while you are completely determining the membership functions and ranges of the input and output. So defuzzification is a part of a complete fuzzy system, while in the fuzzy inference system only provides the fuzzy outputs. Even the inputs to the fuzzy is a crisp value, but it will always provide the fuzzy output. After the output from the fuzzy inference system, a defuzzification is required. Okay, so here you see the fuzzy inference system. Here you have the crisp or fuzzy values. Okay, you have fuzzified the crisp values, or you are directly giving the, actually whenever you give the crisp values directly to the fuzzy inference system, it will assume that this is the fuzzy. Okay, and even you fuzzify the system, it will take the only the instantaneous values of input, and based on the values of input and input, the decision will be taken according to the rules. So here you see that there are different rule sets, that is rule based, and there are n number of rules, r number of rules, and here this is the antecedent part and this is the consequent part. Okay, so after this is the implication, fuzzy implication. According to the fuzzy implication, what happens, depending on the antecedent part, the rule output is defined, and this is called the fuzzy implication. It may be either the end or there are different parts of antecedent parts. Suppose x is a1 and m is m1. There are a large number of inputs and large number of and or rules and or operators will be there. After this, you can see that the fuzzy implication will come where the fuzzy rule output membership function is defined. So it can be based on the maximum of all the antecedent parts, okay, or the minimum of all the antecedent parts. Okay, suppose x is a1, y, and here and operator is there, and y is b1 and z is c1, then okay, तो यहाँ पे this part is called the antecedent part. Antecedent part, and this part is, suppose this is m is m1. Okay, so this is called the consequent part. So then is a implication operator. Okay, and if tells about the antecedent part. Okay, so you have multiple and operators here. Suppose it can also be the rule that x is a1 and y is b1 or z is c1. So in that condition, one and operator will be there and one or operator will be there. So suppose we are generally considering only the and operators. So what will the membership grade of overall this part, antecedent part? The membership grade of antecedent part will be mu a1 x max of and is called the minimum. Okay, so minimum of mu ax mu b y and mu c z. Okay, so this will be defined using the AND rules. Okay, now AND will always take the maximum of minimum of all these membership functions. Okay, suppose you have OR, then it will take the maximum. Now how the M1 is represented, so then here comes the implication. Now you have different areas of A1, you have this B1. Okay, so depending on the these values and depending on implication rule, Haji implication for the rules, you have suppose maximum value. Okay, then the maximum of this will be selected. If you have the minimum implication rule, okay, in that case what will happen, you will select only the minimum membership grade from this, so that area will be defined. ठीक है, तो एक हो गया inside the operators inside the antecedent part and the implication rule. Based on the implication, you take the output value. Now the aggregators, here the aggregators are how you take the overall area from the resultant fuzzy membership functions. So in aggregator you can take the sum of all the areas from B1, B2 and B3, or you can take the maximum membership grades from all the areas. Okay, now you take the defuzzifier for the crisp output. Okay, antecedent defines the rules in the input fuzzy region and consequent specify the outputs in the fuzzy region. So T norm is AND operator and T co-norm is also called the OR operator, and you already know about the max min composition. So here you see Mamdani fuzzy inference system. In Mamdani fuzzy inference system, the output is graphically represented, while in the Sujano fuzzy inference system, the output is mathematically represented. Okay, so here you see that minimum is used for T norm, that is AND operator, and maximum is used for OR operator. Okay, so here what is the aggregation rule? Aggregation rule is the minimum of both the input antecedent parts. Okay, so here C1 is defined as minimum membership grade, and now the minimum membership grade, suppose this is a line, so the area of the membership function C at this membership grade will be defined. Okay, now here comes the aggregation. So aggregation is the sum of This is center of area. This is the maximum is taken here as aggregation. So after the aggregation, you have this total area C dash equal to C1 dash plus C2 dash, maximum of C1 and C2. Okay. So in Mamdani fuzzy inference system, this happens, and later here you can see that you are using the product for T norm, that is and maximum for OR operator. Okay, then in that case the fuzzy rule, if x is a1 and y is b1, then z is c1. This is the rule. So in that case, what you have taken, the product is taken as AND operator. Okay, and for OR operator, T co-norm operator, the max is taken. Here the fuzzy rule is that x is a1 and y is b1, then we will use the product between these. So in that case, the output will be, suppose here the membership grade here is at this point is suppose two membership grades here. This is membership grade 1 and 2. Then the at this value the minimum will be defined. Okay, the product will be defined. Okay, so we will take the product of two areas. Okay, of input range. So यहाँ पे जो AND operator, when we define here the AND operator as a product, and इसमें क्या था, max for T operator, T co-norm. So max is taken for T co-norm. Then the fuzzy rules will be like this. Okay. So you can study this. तो बाइसेक्टर ऑफ एरिया और ये डिफजिफिकेशन मेथड तो ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. ओके, सिंगल इनपुट सिंगल आउटपुट ममदानी फजी मॉडल. ओके, here suppose if x is small and then y is small, x is medium then y is medium, and x is large then y is large. एक्चुअली ये 1/1 इनपुट आउटपुट सिस्टम जो है वो मैंने भी यूज किया है प्रैक्टिकल में एक्सपेरिमेंटली. सो द फजी सिस्टम कैन बी एज सिंपल एज 1 input 1 output, and it can be as tough as multiple input multiple output systems also. Okay, so here you have the consequent and antecedent membership functions. Okay, what is the consequent membership functions? What is the, because you have only one antecedent rule, so antecedent part of the rule, so you have the different membership functions in x. Only one input is there, and suppose small, medium and large is the membership functions in x, and you have similarly membership functions in the consequent part, that is y. You have small, medium and large. So the overall input output curve will be like this. Okay, so to obtain the what is the dependency of this input output area, suppose you have 0 to 10 and 0 to 50. Okay, Suppose you have output fuzzy model like this, and you have the input and this is output. So what is the graph followed by this input output relationship? So this is the completely the fuzzy space. Okay, in this fuzzy space, what happens? What is the overlap area? This is the overlap area. So you define the different fuzzy space according to this. Okay, you project the values and at which values they interact. So here this is the linear part. Okay, here this is the linear part, and here for this is the constant part. Okay, so you can define the fuzzy rules. इसको हम बाद में बता देंगे आपको कि एक membership date से. However, depending on these type of membership functions, the output is obtained in the steps form. Okay, so this is the Mamdani fuzzy model, one by one, two input single output Mamdani fuzzy model. So here the Mamdani fuzzy model shows a surface which have two inputs and one output. Okay, and these are different parts of the fuzzy inference system, that is AND operator, OR operator, and implication operator, aggregator operator. Okay, and defuzzification is other than the out of the fuzzy inference system. So using the product and sum for implication and aggregator operator respectively, if we use the product for implication and aggregator is the sum, then what will be the output in the fuzzy system? Output of the fuzzy system will be the value of weight of the C1 and weight of the C2 and sum together. Okay, here so सुजैनो मॉडल को हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे आपके. Shivam, actually when we use the Sujano model, here in the Mamdani model you see that the output is a fuzzy membership function. However, when you define the this model as suppose you are taking the Sujano, then output will not be a this output will not be a membership function. It will be actually how we define the output mathematically in terms of the magnitudes of input 1 and input 2. Okay, so suppose we determine the how we define the three membership functions. Okay, so the params of the fuzzy membership functions are the points where the this value will occur maximum. Okay, so suppose at the center of the 0 and 1 a param will come, that is 1. Suppose mf2 and mf3, these all have params, that is the center of their ranges 0 to 1, that will be 1. So we define actually the membership grades in terms of param values. Okay, and you can also define the linear values of fuzzy membership mathematically. So this will define the Sujano membership function. तो ये हम बाद में बताएंगे सुजैनो को. अभी ममदानी को हमने डिफाइन किया है कि इन द ममदानी वी डिफाइन द फजी आउटपुट रूल्स इन द टर्म्स ऑफ फजी मेंबरशिप फंक्शंस. ओके, ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ फजी मेंबरशिप फंक्शन. क्लियर है? फजी इन्फरेंस सिस्टम क्या है? फजी इन्फरेंस, इन द फजी इन्फरेंस सिस्टम we have the and or t norm and t conorm operators, that is and or operators, and fuzzy implication rule between the consequent and antecedent parts, and aggregator which aggregates overall area in the consequent part. It can be maximum or it can be sum, or it can be sum of both the membership grades minus the product of both the membership grades. Okay, so you define the aggregator. After this fuzzy inference system, you use the defuzzifier for the defuzzified crisp output. Okay, here in Sujano fuzzy model, here you see that some function is there of x, y. Suppose x is a and y is b, then z is some function of x, y. Okay, it will follow some function. Then it is mathematically, output is mathematically represented in terms of the values of x and y. अगर x फजी मेंबरशिप फंक्शन a के रेंज में है, मतलब x is in the range where the suppose a is very low, x is very low and y is b, y is also very low. Then in that case, whenever the x will be in the very low range, the function, the output will be based on a certain function of x, y. Suppose x is a2 and it is high, then for high the function may be different, z equal to f x square plus x square y something, other function it may be f2 xy. Okay, so in the Sujano fuzzy model, actually the output is defined mathematically. Okay, तो हम इसको बाद में बता देंगे आपको. Here you can see that x is small than y is 0.1x plus 6.4. जब तक ये स्मॉल रेंज में रहेगा, जब तक ये x स्मॉल रेंज में है, ठीक है, तब तक ये वाला रूल लागू होगा. जैसे ही x मीडियम रेंज में जाएगा तो 0.5x plus 4 फॉलो करने लगेगा. जैसे ही x लार्ज रेंज में जाएगा तो रूल उसका बदल जाएगा आउटपुट. So this type of fuzzy system, fuzzy inference system is called the fuzzy Sujano model of fuzzy system. Okay, clear है? Actually एक में हम क्या करते हैं कि that will follow a different output membership function. ये x is a1 and y is b1, then z is c1. c1 एक membership function है, लेकिन यहाँ पे c क्या होगा, ये एक मैथमेटिकली फॉर्म में होगा. ठीक है, क्लियर है कि नहीं है? चलो पढ़ोगे तब थोड़ा सा इसको और वो हो जाएगा. हियर you can see that x is small and y is small, then z equal to minus x plus y plus j 1. एक रूल हो गया. अब x is small और y is large, then in that case minus y plus 3. okay, so every output is defined in terms of inputs x and y. okay, this is mathematically defined. तो चलो फिर त्रिनेश.
यस सर.
हेलो.
रिकॉर्डिंग
क्या ये समझ में है?